Ever wondered who Cain's wife was? I mean, the Bible tells us about Adam, Eve, and their sons, Cain and Abel, right? So, where did Cain find his wife? Let's dive into this intriguing question. First, the Bible narrates the story of Adam and Eve, their first two sons, Cain and Abel, and the tragic event where Cain killed Abel. Afterward, the Bible mentions Cain going to the land of Nod and having a wife. This raises a common question. Where did Cain find his wife if Adam and Eve were the first humans created? Now, this question often comes from a slight misunderstanding of the biblical narrative. The Bible doesn't explicitly state that Cain and Abel were Adam and Eve's only children at that time. In fact, Genesis chapter 5 verse 4 mentions that Adam and Eve had other sons and daughters. So, Cain's wife was likely one of his sisters, or perhaps a niece. It might sound unusual today, but back then it was acceptable before God gave laws prohibiting such unions. God did not forbid interfamily marriage until much later when there were enough people to make intermarriage unnecessary. Leviticus 18:6-18. Let's move to the land of Nod. Genesis 4 chapter 16 states that Cain went to the land of Nod east of Eden after being punished for killing Abel. Remember, Adam and Eve weren't confined to the Garden of Eden after their expulsion. They had children and populated the earth. The Bible doesn't give us the specifics about the land of Nod or its inhabitants, but it's reasonable to assume that other descendants of Adam and Eve were already living in different parts of the world. So, Cain likely found his wife among these people, who were also descendants of Adam and Eve, making her his relative. In conclusion, the question of Cain's wife often challenges the biblical account of creation, but a careful reading of the Bible provides a plausible explanation. Cain's wife was likely a descendant of Adam and Eve, making her his relative. This understanding aligns with the biblical narrative of a world populated by the descendants of Adam and Eve. While marrying close relatives is generally prohibited today, it was an accepted practice in ancient times. The story of Cain's wife highlights the importance of understanding the Bible in its proper context, considering the cultural and historical background in which it was written. So next time you come across a tricky Bible question, remember to dig a little deeper. You might be surprised by what you find. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights.